So we got the credit assist. Has it been like a part-time thing? Is it a full-time thing? Because I know you did, a lot of jobs and things like that. When did you make the jump to be like, okay, I'm just gonna go full-time?
I got fired. I got fired from my last job.
Oh, you got fired?
Yeah, I got fired.
Oh, let's talk
My
about
brain, my brain wasn't. They weren't able to handle this brain.
that. So they just said, you're done.
No, actually, let me tell you what happened. So I used to work for Verizon. I used to work for Verizon. I was a field technician. In the field, you make about $54 an hour. So I had a good paying job with a union and everything. But it was cutting. I'm the only female there. So I have a man's job, right? So I work with just, yeah. So I work with a lot of sexist guys. And then I work with white people. I work with a lot. I'm the only black person. I'm really the only black. They've never had any diversity because of the area, right? Because they station you somewhere. So now it's like they feel, oh, she's a woman. She can't succeed in this job because this is a man's job. And they were making it hard. They were making it hard for me. But I was always, I'm an overachiever because I'm always in survivor mode. So I work well under pressure. So I couldn't take it anymore. It was just too much. Like I said to myself, yo, this is not a fulfilling job. Like this job is not fulfilling what I want to be in life. I don't want to be a field technician, work till I'm 60 and then retire I'm going to be old. Look, my face is going to be, I don't want to do none of that. And credit, I was still doing credit. I was doing credit while I was working at Verizon. Gotcha. And I said to them, I said, I gotta leave this job. Like one way or the other, I gotta leave this job. So I ended up doing some dumb shit because it was my fault. Not gonna lie. Hey, you're watching this at Verizon? Guess what? I'm a six-figure earner now. Huh? You may have fired me, but I bitch got money now.
Oh, you're doing your thing now.
I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my thing.
Yeah. Okay. So we're doing the credit assist, we getting clients and things like that. I know some of my listeners are people that they want to get into credit repair. What do you tell somebody that's, looking for clients? We see you got, vibrant personality and all that. Like what kind of tips you got for people?
First and foremost, before you sell anything, make sure that you know your product. That's number one. Right? Because every situation is repetitive, right? But you got to understand how it works so that you're able, because you're going to have a lot of customers asking you a whole bunch of questions like, oh, why is this date this? Why is this date this? You got to know what the hell you're talking about to be able to do it. Don't think that because you got Credit Repair Cloud or you got, what's that other one? There's a whole bunch of there's a whole bunch. It's great that you have an automated system. It's amazing. It's fabulous. But if that system breaks down, you got to know what the hell you're doing. You can't, oh, no, I'm just going to put it in the system. The system's going to send out the letter. I don't even read the letter. I just put the client's name on it. Don't know what I'm talking about. Understand the laws so that they work in your favor. So when one thing doesn't work, you have a plan B, you have a plan C, you have a plan D. You know what I'm saying? You can't just depend on that system, because it's easy. I have a system in place, but it's none of that. Like I learned, like I really sat there and read through those letters to understand what the hell I'm sending out. So when the client comes to me and says, well, why didn't they remove it? Or why did they come back as verified? Or why is it that I have this inquiry? Or why are they telling me that it's 2 years before you remove it? Certain things like that. So I would tell them, practice, hands-on, be a hands-on, right? If you got a friend out there who got bad credit, get yourself a letter, start working on that friend, work on the friend's credit, see how it goes, then go ahead and get yourself the system because now you know what to do.
Definitely. I love that. So I want to kind of transition to business credit because, I saw that you help people get business credit.
I do.
I think I saw 8 million in 18 months on your profile.
Yep.
Can we talk about You know, round of applause for
I'm
that.
about my money, baby. I'm about my money, baby. I'm about my.
Let's
Feel
talk.
me? Wait. Oh, they ain't
Hey,
see the
roll it.
fit. They ain't
Hey,
see the. They
let them know.
ain't see the fit.
Let them know. Could we talk about building a business credit, the relationship between the personal credit as well? Because some people just think like, you know.
Yes. But listen, it's not complicated and it's not rocket science.
Yeah.
Two things. If your personal credit is bad, you need net 30s while you work on your personal credit. If your personal credit is good and it's decent, you don't need net 30s. You can use your personal credit to get what you need to get. People get it confused. They're like, okay, I don't have the time to sit there, right, and waste $300 of my hard-earned money for a net 30 account, because first you got to pay for the application fee, right? That's one. Then you got to pick out something that from the store that's like what, 150 or 200 or more, right? So that's $300 that just went down the drain, right? And you got to pray and hope that this net 30 reports to the business side.
Yeah.
So I tell people, don't even waste your time like that. Like if your personal credit is good, listen, start applying for business cards. If your personal credit, and another thing, find out where they pull from. That's very important. So if you know that Citizens Bank only does Equifax, right? And Equifax is your highest score, put a freeze on the other two and leave Equifax so that they run only Equifax. And as far as the inquiry, don't worry about the inquiry because you can remove that, right? When it's on your personal credit, it's not attached to an account. So they can't really fight you over something that's not attached to the personal side. You get it?
Yeah.
Definitely get yourself a nav.com account, nav.com. Sign up for the $49.99 trade booster one. It's $54 a month with taxes included, right? But every time you pay, it's a trade line. It reports to your business. That's the fastest way to start building business credit. It's really not rocket science. You just got to learn the system and how the system works. I've been able to get a whole bunch of vehicles under my business name just because my paydex score is at 80 and above.
Definitely. So let's talk about leverage, because, you know, people hear all credit, but they don't, I guess, know the importance of it. So when we talk about you getting multiple vehicles, I mean, I think, you know, we were talking about some Airbnbs earlier before we started the interview. Can we
Yeah. I have a whole. So which one did you want to know first, the Airbnb or the rental?
The one you're more passionate about.
I like both. I really like both. So now I'm in New York, right? So Turo doesn't launch until June 27th, which is amazing. Because now, because I fixed credit, it's very easy for me to get clients who pay me top dollar for the car rentals because they have bad credit and they don't want to waste time going to the dealership. So it's easier for me to get those clients. But for anybody who's watching this and wants to get into that game, very simple. You get yourself an LLC, right? You build business credit under your LLC. Once that paydex hits 80, go to the dealership. You're not putting any money down. You're going to go through Ally Financial. You can either do Ally, Bank of America. You can do, hold on, which other one? Citizens Bank. You can do, don't PG. Do not PG. If your score is 80 paydex, there is no need or no reason for you to be PG.
Can you explain a personal guarantee for people that may not know what PG is?
So personal guarantee is basically you're putting your personal credit on that vehicle that's supposed to go under your business name. It's going to report to your personal credit, which is going to fuck you up. Excuse my language. Why is it going to fuck you up? Because
you've been cursing the whole episode.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
You're going to say, now, excuse my language. No, I'm playing. Go ahead. No, you good. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. It's a New York thing. I'm sorry.
You're good.
So if you're trying to buy a house, right? And you're sitting here personally guaranteeing your business vehicle, that amount, let's say the car is worth 45 and that new amount appears on your personal credit score, that's going to mess you up with whatever you're trying to do as far as your house, because that's going to count against you. It's going to take out of your income. So The whole purpose of having a business is to be able to hide under your business. At least for me, that's what it means for me. That means I can sit here and I can get 30 grand and nobody needs to know where it's coming from. Let me give you another example. Let's say I was buying a house under my personal name, right? And my closing costs are 40 grand, right? But Loren, under her business, just got a loan for 100,000, right? The bank can't say, oh, well, show me where those funds are coming from, because the bank gives you options. It says either a friend, family, anybody who's related to you, that they gift you with the money. You had to have that money for 3 months in your bank account. So once I'm able to use a gift from a family member, I get my money, my own business money, right? Take out the 40,000. Yeah. I have one of my cousins write me a notarized letter that they gifted me the funds, and that's money for my personal, you get my drift, right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Another thing we like to do, well, at least me in my business, if I got a $100,000 credit card, right, under my business, I can liquidate my credit card to use it somewhere else, to buy something else. I'm taking the bank's money and I'm buying something with the bank's money. You know how people say that all bad, there's no such thing as good debt? There actually is.
Definitely.
So you can use the bank's money to invest in something and have that cash flow in your pocket. That's what I tend to do. I have about 7 LLCs, and all my LLCs have business credit. And once you learn how to build business credit on one, nothing is stopping you, because you can go to different banks. And when you need money from the first one, right? You take money from the second. So imagine 7 LLCs with 100K each. That's 700,000. That's about 4 properties I just bought with my business credit.
Definitely. So I guess number one is people need to make sure their personal credit is right, or if their personal credit is not right, they got to get right with the net 30s.
If your personal credit is not right, try to fix it, because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. But or work on the business credit while you fix your personal.
Fix the personal.
Yeah. There's nothing to it. I know a lot of people don't have the time, but like if you take out 15 minutes a day to get those letters out, you're not losing anything. If you don't want to work with me, because I understand. Maybe you don't want to work with me. Maybe you want to work with somebody else. But the point is, fix your credit. That's the point of this whole conversation. It's not about working with me or buying anything from me. It's about fixing your credit. Your credit is important. It's gonna come a time that they're not even gonna want to see cash. They're gonna want to know if you're responsible, because credit, just credibility. That's what it is. Credit is credibility.
Yeah.
I want to know if you're able to pay me this bread back. I don't want street credit, because I don't care about Ray and them. I want to see on your I want to see that you're able to, and not just pay people back, right? Because people get it confused. There's 6 factors to your credit report. There's a difference between a credit score and a credit report. Everybody worries about the credit score. They should be worried about the credit report, what's inside the credit. That's what you want to worry. You want to have a good mix between accounts, not just credit cards. You want to have auto loans, personal loans, mortgage loans. The more money they're able to see that you can handle, the better it's going to be for you.
Definitely. No, I love that you say that, because I think I forget the episode. It was one of my very first episodes. I dropped the episode and I titled it, "Your Credit Score Doesn't Matter." And people just were like, what is this guy talking about? And I was just talking about, the difference between your score and your report. So no, I love. Yeah, definitely.
Look at let me give you this breakdown, right? You got Maria and you got Jose, right? So Maria has a 650 score, but she has 20 years of payment history. Now you got Jose, right? Jose comes out of nowhere. He got a 730 score, but he has 4 months of credit, right? Who do you think is going to get the better interest rate, or might even get the deal approved?
Maria.
Absolutely, because Maria is showing that over time she's been able to pay people back.
Yeah.
The score doesn't matter, but 20 years of payment history, you've been paying people for 20 years? That's amazing. Jose's credit report, too little time opened. The score is
got a 10-5.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, most definitely.